You know, lately I am trying to learn to stop living in so many extremes. I feel like a huge part of my consciousness upgrading was experiencing a lot of higher states of consciousness, whether it was through psychedelics or through extreme experiences that I chased for years, to just because there's some part of me that just felt like I needed to grow. And now I realize that, the more I chased that high frequency buzz, the more separated I got from the truth of who I am and what's present in the now. And so I'm learning to stop living in so much duality because I've experienced such high states of consciousness. And it's the balance now is learning how to integrate and to come into oneness, to come into unity, to come back home to the body, into the now. To not allow the distractions to have a voice, but to just see them for what they are and return to the present moment every single time. For years I've roamed, not sure where I'm going. There's some part of my soul that this is so true for, because a part of all of our soul is true for. We're travelers, just as in how the consciousness of our Creator shifts between us and travels between all of us. We travel within and around us and everywhere we go. So now I have hit the road with a couple $1,000 and see what happens. Maybe renting a car, maybe buying a car somewhere, a Facebook Marketplace. All I know is I'm in Oregon. This is what I said I would do in the summer. I said I would be in Oregon. I am in Oregon, back at the campgrounds where 2 years ago I found my first goddess temple and I got baptized here, actually. So it's a new life, it's a new day, it's a new way, and I'm learning so much, so deeply. I've been wondering if I'm meant to part ways with my partner. We kind of went through an energetic split, but I think it's just a lot coming up, a lot of vulnerability, a lot of fear coming up in my body from past trauma that really doesn't have anything to do with him. It's really hard. But all I know is that right now, this is what we need, and if I'm gonna get through this with anyone, it's him, and I need to get through this. I haven't spent nearly enough time just talking to the trees out here. There was a festival we came to called Peace Village up here in Ashland, Oregon. It really helped me get a rain back over my mind after a really hard Father's Day at High Vibe Fest. We took a whole team of beautiful souls from Costa Rica, and we made a beautiful team for a High Vibe Fest. And yeah, it was miraculous. It was wonderful. And life is good. And it's all perspective, and it seems that, sometimes when life gets really beautiful and really good, that it's easy to forget how blessed we are and how many magnificent things we've overcome, and that we've triumphed and prevailed through so much. And we can get caught back up in the thought loops of the past, of our fear, of our worry, of our stress, of our story. The story, it just wants to be told. It's a never-ending story, and it's like, wait, I get to hold the pen. Yes, I am the I am. Yes, I command my power. Yes, I command legions of ancestors and angel armies, and I am the commander. And I am a human, and I am on earth, and this is what we all have to learn as spiritual beings, is the true magnitude of our power and how to hold it reverently and in balanced ways. Not only balancing for others, but for our own nervous systems. What is our capacity to hold? And how can we expand it? How can we choose to live in our bodies daily? So that's my challenge right now. My piece of growth is yes, there's this like higher calling and this higher self I'm connected to, and I do magnificent interdimensional work, and I help people shift their energy and change their lives, and I'm a beautiful mirror for people's soul remembrance. However, also I am human, and my body has limits. My body has places that it's still holding ancestral memories that I am letting go of and calling my power back over. And I have to acknowledge that like I'm in that process of calling back that power. And I'm on my road of peace. I'm on the road to peace, walking the beauty way. And on this road there's challenges and there's horrors that we have to look at and still choose the peace and not choose to continue to suffer. Because we're so used to, when we get to a certain point of it being so good, we're used to it becoming suffering again. And it's like, wait a second. There's no need for that. Take a seat, it's okay. Let go of this story. Because like we always, for me at least as a nomad and like as someone that's traveled the world, I'm always ready to let go of the next thing. I'm like ready to let go of the next person, ready to let go of the next place, ready to let go of the next physical object. Actually, lately the physical object thing has been hard for me, I'm not gonna lie. Like I've usually never cared about physical objects, but there's been 2 things this past like 8 months that I've lost that I'm like devastated about, or just like been separated from. So yeah, I guess I'm starting to experience some more of the attachment to physical things, but it's okay. But yeah, like I'm always looking, what I'm trying to say is like I'm always ready to like let go of these physical things and let go of these like physical things. And I'm like, if I just let go of this like this song, if I let go of this story, like what would happen if instead of like always being like I gotta let go of the physical things, I was like, wait, I gotta let go of this fucking story. I gotta let go of this trauma. I gotta let go of this deeper thing. And I gotta let go of all the ego that's trying to stop me from like fully releasing it. And I gotta let go of all the things that I'm scared of facing. And I gotta face that shit. And it's a fucking full moon in Capricorn, and I'm a Capricorn bitch, and so is my man. So we're just like in it. And ooh, fuck. Yeah, that. Exactly that. We've been in it. And it's like, oof. Girl, it's been fucking rough out here for me, but for all of us really, like the whole group we came from Costa Rica with, like everyone is experiencing their deepest karmic like retribution, except maybe a few of us. I definitely did though. Like everyone's experiencing their deepest karmic timeline, like, and we're all triggering it up in each other and like bringing it up, and yeah, it's been fucking crazy. But also beautiful, because it's so beautiful to go through this karmic cycle with a group of souls that are all like so deeply aware of what's happening. That's the beautiful part. So everyone's so deeply aware, and we're all like in our process, but also able to hold each other accountable when we're each blind. Because like I had my blind spot moment, others had their blind spot moments. Like there's a lot of wounds around abandonment, because we're all like these nomadic traveling beings, like magical beings. And so there's like all these abandonment wounds and all the different ways we've had abandonment come in our lives, and like some of us were in a role of having to hold boundaries, some of us were in a role of like having to experience our suffering again, and like to reroute that and reclaim our power over it and to choose different. And I will say that like at Peace Village, like I reached a state of like going beyond my ancestors, because for a long time I was always like, I gotta respect the lineage. Like I was like, I'm gonna study Buddhism, I'm gonna study yoga, I'm gonna study all these practices, even though I already had like soul access to Atlantean remembrance and like all these timelines of deep remembrance from a young age. Like no one had to teach me shit, except I guess like social media put me on, acid put me on. But like besides that, like I had my own remembrance, especially during COVID when I had my first like really deeper like third eye Kundalini awakening. But and I didn't realize I was having a Kundalini awakening for like 6 years until I went to actual Kundalini priestess initiation school, and I was like, oh, this is what I've been going through for 6 years by myself, and I've done all this work, so I'm amazing at this shit, but like, fuck, like, now I have to integrate it, because I was all up here, and like, I've always lived very split. Like, there's been a split in my life for a long time, and I think that's all of us. Like, a lot of us have had crazy experiences that have made us go into these split realities, and I am here learning how to bridge. We're all learning how to bridge together and bring it all back into oneness and into totality, and we don't have to do it alone. And that's the big thing I'm learning too, is like, I always think, like, I get to that certain point in my story where it's like, okay, now you go be alone, because the story repeat itself and the karma repeat itself. But this was the most like conscious group of people ever to do this shit with. Like, everyone is so woke and aware, and like, even when I was blind, they had me, and when they were blind, I had them. And it was like, I just feel like so lucky to be around people that are older than me at this time in my life. Like, I'm the youngest out of everyone that I'm around, and like over a decade younger in some cases. Like, I'm so blessed, and I'm on my own journey, and there's always this part of me that's like, I gotta be strong and do it by myself and learn for myself. But it's also like, no, but also God blessed you. Like your higher self led you to these beautiful places and spaces where you're surrounded by evolved beings that are all like on this path with you, that are older than you, that have been through it. And you should actually receive that. And that's kind of like where I'm at. I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to actually receive this. Oh, okay. So we've all had those like timeline splitting experiences, like I was saying earlier, that have like forced us into this duality. And I think it's just like a big part of our mission, especially if you're resonating with the stories I'm sharing and you're on this frequency. It's a big part of the mission to simply learn how to bridge them, how to bring all the stories back into one. And it's not easy work, especially when you have access to multiple timelines and you are a divine being and you can see across all the different spectrums of light and reality, to come back home to the body and to come back home to like, yes, like my sacred ancestral work is so important for this world, but I go far beyond that. And to like be able to admit that to myself has been such a huge shift for me, because for so long I think I was being ruled by the pain and the shame and the anger of those who came before me that didn't heal it, because I was calling it ancestral work. And like, yes, ancestral work, yes, like know your roots. Also though, like know your roots, also like know the whole fucking tree. Also like, you're not actually just a tree. Like, if this was just what the tree is, why does it feel so good? It's not just physical, right? So we have to remember that. We have to come back to that remembrance and learning again and again of like, hey, like, yes, human body, I'm on earth, grounding with the lineages, working with Buddhist lineage, working with yoga lineage, working in Reiki lineage, like working in all these lineages and having these like ancestral guardians and guardians of these practices backing us up and walking with us, but also knowing that like, as the physical manifestation of someone that's holding that, we are commanding it, and we choose to command it. It's not something we're giving our power to. It's something that we're receiving from and we command. Like, you cannot just keep giving away our power to all these things. Like, I've given away my power for years. And it's like, it's big dog season now, you know? It's time to step it up. Woof, woof, you know what I'm saying? Can't keep giving away the power to those who came before us, or their pain or their suffering. We have to let it go. We have to come into forgiveness. That's how we're going to heal the collective, is forgiveness. And receiving, letting ourselves receive, letting ourselves actually see what's around us and fully be in it and believe that we're worthy of it. So, big ups, high five. Ow. It's like, we love and respect Mother Earth. We love and respect those that came before us, but we also don't condone to their limits, you know? And like, we love and respect our higher self. We love and respect this, like, these cosmic energies that want to flow through us and that want to guide us onto a higher dimensional pathway. But we also respect the fact that we're in human bodies, and that energy doesn't know what it's like to be physical. We're the physical being. We get to decide, we get to command, we get to choose. Like, I am the most powerful thing in my life, and the only thing I can control is right here. So I choose peace, I choose reverence, I choose trust. And anything that's trying to take me out of that into a field that feels like shit, fuck that. No. You're not allowed to control me. Oh, this is all my stuff. We're just kind of out here, you know? Like, we're just out here. It was worse earlier. And now we're just, like, trying to figure it out. But I think God is figuring it out. I don't have to do shit. I don't have to do shit, man. It's all good. God is figuring it out for me. I'm going to just keep riding the wave and trusting and loving and honoring and choosing my peace and giving thanks for this beautiful, like, community in this land that I've gotten to be on, and giving thanks for this festival and all the elders. The elders of this festival were so amazing, and just keep walking the earth with reverence and respect, and just trying to have more fun. Like, that's not even trying, just having more fun. Like, that's what we're here to do. I want to have more fun. Because I've been really responsible on this trip. Like, it was my first time holding a healing sanctuary. Like, I'm like this little tree. It's a little tree. It's surrounded by all these big trees. And then this is me. It's just a little tree. And I'm okay with it. I'm glad. I have all these big trees around me and that I got planted somehow so close by them, and that I am planted in a way that I have so much space to grow. It's pretty cool. I'm very, very grateful. Somehow God, like, not even God, just like I made these choices. The universe worked through me, and I said yes. You know, like, I got planted, replanted. I got planted, actually, though, for real. In a very real way this year. Year 1, planting seeds. Year the fire horse, following our dreams. I got planted in a really beautiful way. I'm surrounded by people on the same path as me. People with the same dreams as me. People with the same karmic cycles to heal, that are all ready to see it and do the work. And yeah, it's fucking crazy. Never would have thought, when we take all the people we meet in a foreign country back to America, that it becomes karmic. But it is what it is. We all have lessons to learn from each other. And also, karmic isn't always bad. That's been another thing. Like, it's not always bad if it's karmic. It's just a beautiful lesson. I think for me at least, I tend to label things good and bad a lot. Like, I get in that black and white. So that's one of the promises I'm making to myself. There's a few promises, because I met quite a few people on my journey so far in the States that are like, this is the promise I made myself for this year. And I'm like, damn, I haven't made a promise like that to myself this year yet. And my dad, like, passed away last year, so I wasn't really, like, sovereign. Like, I don't know. I was just going through a lot of shit. And holy shift, now we're here. And there's so much more available to us. So much more love, so much more wisdom and compassion. So much more peace. So much more truth. The big words for me at High Vibe were trust and truth. Everyone had the word trust. But then it was also truth. Just trusting my truth. Trusting the truth to be the truth. And I have my sunspots. Girl, I've been getting sun for real. What the fuck? Anyways, trust and truth. And that's all I have. Trust and truth. That's all I have. And the choice now the other codes that's been coming in too is like, this is the last year I want my mental health to be this bad. Like, my life is fucking beautiful. People dream of the life I'm living. People dream of this life. People don't even know this is possible. I'm surrounded by, like, some of the most free people I know on earth. Like, some of the most beautiful souls. Like, people that are just, like, really choosing to fully live the human experience and, like, live, not, like, die. Like, live. Like, I am surrounded by so much beauty. And I have so much beauty inside of me. I have so much love to share. And I guess my promise to myself for the rest of this year is to choose peace, to choose peaceful, radiant, graceful timelines, and to choose that this is the last year and the last time in my life that my mental health will be this bad. I'm ready to like really change my mindset and like really, really change it and do this work, and to also to really just keep letting myself receive, because like I have this tendency when things go too well, like I was saying earlier, to begin to create suffering. Will be like some higher consciousness comes into my head and tells me I have to leave everyone behind and go in a cave and fast for 30 days or some crazy shit like that. And I'm learning how to have a more balanced approach towards that aspect of myself that is on this like higher mission, while also like respecting and revering the souls that I'm like dancing with, and that I don't want to say entangled, but that I'm weaving with. As always, I love you. Thank you for listening. I hope that somehow your receptivity to this message allowed for clearing or some kind of truth to come to you. I'd like to share more of these. I haven't been sharing much of my journeys, and I know I need to do that. And this is healing, and this is also a way for people to know where I am and what I'm doing, because I'll be getting lost in the woods sometimes. My friends are here. I love you.